Welcome to You Can Do It. Right, as always, these videos are always live. Look, it's about to rain. And what we're talking about today is putting tint on your VW vans, or it doesn't matter really, any car. But these are already pre-tinted, so that one hasn't been done. This one has been done, as you can. And I didn't do the video. Normally these videos are completely live, and usually the first time I do it, I'll do a video. But I was a bit nervous about this, so I've done 3 windows now. I've done that window, the other window, and the other window on the other side. So I'm going to show you how I do it on this window here. Now, these were already pre-tinted, but I've just put another layer of 85% LTV or whatever it is on here. So you can see the difference between, if you look there on that window there, over there, that's not been done. This has been done. That's been done, and the other side's been done, but makes a huge difference. So for instance, I've put a light on there just so you can see it. So that's that one there, that's there, but you can't see through. So when someone's in there, you basically see a shadow, whereas in this one you can see a lot more. So stick with me. So whatever reason you want to tint it, this video is going to be how I tint it. I say I've done 3 windows now, so I'm feeling fairly good. I'll have to show you how I clean the window before we put the film on with this window, because I videoed this, and unfortunately for some reason the video didn't come out. So there's a bit of a break in this video, and I'll just show you how I clean the window like this. This is what I do. I've done it. I do it inside and outside. So let me just show you. So first of all, I get the washing up liquid in here. We spray it on the window like that. Okay. And I just get one of your pan scrubbers like that. Try and take most of the stuff which we can see off like that. So we leave it like that. Look. It's off a razor blade, like that, look. And this will get all the small bits that are on. Go around. Be careful around the edges that you don't cut. Yeah, all right, coming on. Yeah. Like that. Look. Yeah, it's fine. Then go up like that. Clean like that. And then go like that. And what you're doing is taking off any little hard spots there. Like that. You're not going to scratch the window. There we are. So we do that across the whole window. So the whole window. Like that. So that's done. Yeah. So now what we'll do is clean that up. Okay, so I've just borrowed my wife's Karcher. I'll do that like that. I mean, if you haven't got one of these, fine, you just have to clean it off normally. Like that. That leaves it a bit streaky. Okay. Then I've got a little rag like that, lint-free rag, which I rub all over it like that. Right, so that's clean, and the inside's been done. We're doing this in the rain at night. Brilliant. So hope it's going to be. I'll show you what it looks like tomorrow in the sun. But I'm going away tomorrow, so I've got to get it done tonight. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm now going to have to cut, but these windows actually only start sort of here. Now, I'm quite lucky because I've made, which is for another video, but I've made these brilliant insulation strokes, sort of curtain type things that stick on the window with these suctions here. So that gives me the imprint of the window. So I'm going to lay that on the film and have about a 5mm gap. But first of all, I'm just going to check that that is exactly the same size as the window. So let's go inside and check that. That's in there, look. You can see it's already a little bit big. So that's going to be about the right size. So the thing you really want to get is you don't want it too, it can pop down here, but it can't really go much further up there. So you don't want it too much bigger. So look, if I do that up there, that's about right there. It's about right there. It's just this length here. So see, it needs to be a little bit longer on that side, a little bit longer on the top side there. So longer there. And longer there. Right, so let's go inside and use that as a template and cut our film. Okay, So we're inside now, look. That's on the little bench. So this is the film I've got. I'm using this black glass film. I'll put a link to the, I'll give you a link up from, so you can purchase this stuff. Really good. I think this is 15% LTV. So basically it lets 15% of the light through. So that's on top of the, and then that'll go on top of the tint. All right, but that's another thing about what size, what level of this you want to use. But you can go 95, which is completely pitch black. But I'm a bit worried about the German and Austrian authorities, whether they'll let you get an MOT with completely blacked out windows. So this lets a tiny little bit of light through. Anyway, so that's the film I'm going to use. So this is the frame. This is going to be the template. Now you've got to remember, one side of this, it's the side that's on the outside here. It's got the protective film which you peel off, and that's the film that sticks to the window. So when you're measuring this out, let me unroll this first and I'll explain in a second. Well, we've got the film rolled out. Now that is the film, this is the edge that's going to stick to the inside of the window. So this is the edge that sticks to the inside of the window. Yeah, when we normally use it. So in other words, the template size needs to be like that. Yeah, so this is the bit that's going to stick to the window, just like that is what sticks to the window. So we're going to use that as the template. And we're going to line it up on here. I'll use the straight edge along the bottom here. And then remember with this, which side was it now? So it was this side. I need to go a little bit further at the top with that. Looks like that's what's going to happen there naturally anyway. And then at this side, I need to get a little bit further at the bottom. So it looks like I just need to basically do it more straight or perpendicular to this edge. So I'm now going to cut around that, and then let's get back out to the car. So let me just cut up here along there, and we'll get back out to the car before it gets too dark. Okay, so that's a little bit longer on that edge, a little bit longer on the top edge. I'm just going to chop off on the corners a little bit so they go in easier. And then I want to run along the top there and cut that off. All right, that's cut now. Just remember the side that sort of rolls, this is the outside. This is the side that goes, okay, it's got the protective film on it. So we're now going to take this back outside. Let's go outside quickly. Okay, look, we're back outside. It's raining, but we just need to spray this window with that soapy liquid, which I'll do now. Okay, look, I've sprayed that window with the soapy liquid, and now I'm pushing up the film. Now, the reason we do it on this side is just so that we can, one, check it all fits, but also check that we don't need to, if it bubbles up here, then we need to use, which is underneath here so it doesn't get wet. We need to use that with a bit of heat, like that, just to shrink it so that we don't have any creases in it. These windows are pretty flat anyway, so we don't really need it. Let me just see. So what we do now, what my favourite tool is, it's really ready now. I've just got here, I've got like a credit card, right? And so with the credit card, you go along the middle, like that, look, and then down from there, like that. And what that'll do, it'll just show you whether you've got any creases. So if you've got a curved window, you'll end up creases down here. So what you do with that, we might have a few here. I don't know, let me just see whether I need to actually... Oh, that's looking all right. And then we go up here. I might look like I don't know what I'm doing, but this is only my fourth window. But when you first start these, it's terrifying. Right, so... Right, so that's all flat there. So I don't actually... No, so if there was a creases in there because the window's curved, you just get that heat gun and put a little bit of heat on it and do that while... But we don't need that on that. This is all flat. Okay, right, it really is starting to rain. Okay, so now as you see in that corner, it's just come up a little bit. So what we can do is start to pull the film up like that, and then across the top, right? And we pull that film like that down there, about halfway, like that. And it doesn't matter if it's raining at the moment because water is our friend in this game. Right, so then inside, I'm now going to spray the inside of it with my... Oh, I'm going to get inside because it's raining. What we do now is we just spray this like this. that's all covered that. So now what we're going to do is take the film out and come and put that side where we've peeled it off on the top here, and then we'll peel the rest of the film off. Before we take the film off, just spray a little bit more on there with some more soapy water. We're inside now, so we just put the film up here. Look, this is all wet. And I've just put the film here loosely, and we can move that around. So now what we can start to do is tuck it in these sides here, and that's where your little credit card comes in handy. We start pushing this up, look. Right, so let me just get my card, wherever that is. We can get it in there, push that down in there, and the same in this side here, right? Which then will allow us to lift this up, look. I can push it up, there we are. And it goes up underneath there, look. And it goes in there. Don't worry about getting too perfect at the moment. Just need to get it right. So now what we can do is pull the rest of this protective film, but don't pull it like that, because you'll pull the whole thing down. You just need to pull a little bit on the side and pull it like that. All right, I need 2 hands for that. Don't you love it? My videos are all live and my bloody phone just ran out of battery. So anyway, look, I've pulled that all off. So now we can push it down in here and look, and get it down in the side here. Now I need 2 hands to tuck this all in here. But that's why it's really important that you don't get it too big. But look, see that fits down there quite nicely. And that's gone into that corner there. So then I should be able to move, I can move it around a bit to get it into this. So let me just tuck that side in, and then I'll be back. Right, guys, we really are living in the real world. So I've got all that in there, look. That's all nicely down in there. So now what we're going to do is squeegee this out. So I'm going to get my spatula or credit card and go like that, and we'll see how we get on. Now don't worry too much about, you can move this around when it's like this still wet, and just spray a little bit more water on here while you're squeezing it out. And obviously eventually these things will dry. So I've got this window here which I've done, and I've got a little tiny bubble which is keep coming up here, and that's because it's still wet, and I just keep using my spatula credit card thing to push that down until it dries, and then it'll be good. But it's definitely dark in here now with these. But anyway, let me get my spatula. Okay, so what we do is we go along like that both ways, yeah, and you go like that, and then from there you can go up. And you don't have to do it in one go, as in, you know, it'll take you a few goes to get all this out, and just keep going up like that, and you'll get all your bubbles out. And what we're going to do, for a bit of a laugh, we're going to have a look at this in the morning, because I think we should be leaving tomorrow. But first thing in the morning, I want to get this. I'll come out with a video, and you can have a look at what a mess I've made, or let's see how it looks. But then we go like this, and we get this all down, and you just get all these air pockets out like that. And it's very hard for you to see because the tinting is so dark against it's dark outside. Yep, so I'm just going to go like that, just check it from different angles with the light, look, and then go like that. It's starting to look good. But I've done this, I did all the back ones and everything. I haven't done the actual rear one because I've got to try and work out what you do with the heated window strips, whether you can put the tinting over that. I can't imagine you can. I don't know what to do with that, but let's have a look. I might have to just leave it clear. I'm really pleased with this. It's looking good. It's not totally limo dark, but I don't like that. It's a bit too. We have a lot of German controls. So much for the free movement in Europe. Germany always has border controls with Austria and things. So it's all blacked out. They don't like that. Anyway, so it's looking good. So let me just go and keep doing that. And you basically do that until you're happy with it and there's no air pockets in it, and then we just leave that to dry. Okay, look, I've got a big stronger light out here, and I don't know, you probably can't see there, but there's absolutely no bubbles in that at all. That's looking quite good. I have got on this side, look, on this side, which is the other side here, I did have, yeah, I think that's gone as well. I've got rid of all them on that side as well. So the real secret to putting this in is to really get the film. Whatever they say on the thing. Get the film basically exactly the right size to the window. If it's a bit too long and it tucks in down here, you can tuck it in down there, but then you get loose edges, and then the capillary action of the water, and it comes back up and it'll give you a crease. So you get it perfectly the same size as the window, then it's a lot easier. So all we've got left to do now is come out tomorrow morning and have a look then. So see you in the morning. Here we are in the morning. Look, looks really good. I'm quite pleased with it. So they're the standard windows with no tinting. That's with the VW tint plus 15 LTV. So it's really good. Now my little daughter's actually inside there and you can't see her at all. You can so there, look.
I love you, Daddy.
Oh, I love you too. Look at that.
I love you, Papa.
It's really good. So when you're inside, honestly, you can still... Now let's go inside and see what it looks like.
Video to...
Oh, will do. So look, now here we are inside. Look, you can...
Happy!
Yeah, okay, wait a second. You can see out fine. That's out through the front windscreen with no tinting at all. Nothing on the driver's side window. But then this is... So it's double tinting. That's double tinting. One with the standard VW tint. And then the other stuff on the top. But that few tiny little bump there. It was raining. But, nothing there. I mean, that's fine for what we need at the moment. I can do that later when I've got... But you could do it. Hope this has helped someone. Really useful. Knowing how to line your windows. And subscribe to the channel. Send me any comments. You can do it.